When you think of a camel, the first thing that probably comes to mind is its iconic hump. Those towering, bumpy structures have become almost synonymous with desert survival. But there's a common misconception that camels store water in their humps. In reality, these remarkable creatures have evolved an even more clever survival strategy. They store fat, not water. Today, we'll explore why camels store fat in their humps and what it reveals about desert survival. Let's dig right in, right here on History of Simple Things. At first glance, it seems intuitive to think a camel's hump is a reservoir of water. After all, camels are famous for going long stretches without drinking, sometimes days or even weeks in extreme desert conditions. Movies, cartoons, and even popular culture have reinforced the idea that the humps are filled with water, ready to slosh around as needed. In fact, camel humps are almost entirely fat, weighing 20 to 40 kilograms, 88 pounds, depending on the species. So, why store fat in a single concentrated location rather than throughout the body? The answer lies in efficiency and survival. Fat is a dense form of energy, containing more than double the energy per gram compared to carbohydrates or protein. By storing fat in a single area, camels can keep the rest of their bodies relatively lean. Concentrating fat in the hump reduces insulation, helping camels stay cooler in the desert while keeping a vital energy reserve. But there's more to it than just heat management. The hump's fat serves as a mobile energy source. When food is scarce, camels metabolize the fat, converting it into both energy and water through a process called cellular respiration. Each gram of fat produces water when broken down, so the hump indirectly helps camels survive in arid conditions. This clever metabolic trick allows camels to endure weeks of limited access to food and water, a feat unmatched by most other large mammals. A camel's hump is not only an energy reserve, but also a health indicator, tall and firm when the camel is well fed, sagging when fat is metabolized. Beyond fat storage, camels are masters of water conservation, tolerating up to 25% dehydration. With efficient kidneys, moisture-absorbing intestines, and uniquely shaped blood cells that keep them functioning in extreme desert conditions. The hump is just one part of this remarkable survival toolkit. The evolutionary story of the camel's hump is fascinating. Ancestors of camels lived in forests 45 million years ago, but as populations moved to arid regions, natural selection favored those that could endure long periods without food or water. Concentrating fat in the hump allowed camels to survive deserts, travel farther, and outcompete other species. There's also a social and behavioral angle to consider. Camels often live in harsh, unpredictable environments where food and water availability can fluctuate drastically. Herd dynamics are influenced by the ability of individuals to survive lean periods. A camel with a full hump is more likely to survive and reproduce. In this way, the hump is both a literal and symbolic emblem of resilience, a physical manifestation of the animal's ability to endure and thrive under extreme conditions. You might wonder, why not store water directly in the hump? The truth is, water is heavy, and storing large volumes of it would make long treks across sand dunes far more energy-intensive. A water-filled hump would disrupt balance, while fat is lighter, stable, and gradually metabolized. Evolution often favors solutions that balance multiple constraints, and the camel's hump is a textbook example of this principle. camels also exhibit fascinating flexibility in how they use their humps. In extreme conditions, the hump can shrink as fat is metabolized. If food becomes plentiful again, the hump can rebuild, sometimes dramatically. This remarkable reversibility is rare among mammals and highlights the camel's extraordinary adaptability. Camels carry a flexible energy backpack that expands or contracts as needed for survival. Beyond science, there's a cultural dimension to the camel's hump. In desert societies across Africa, the Middle East, and Central Asia, the hump has been recognized for centuries as a vital resource. Herders often rely on camels during long journeys across deserts, knowing that a camel with a healthy hump can endure days without water or food. The hump appears in folklore and art, symbolizing endurance, adaptability, and human-animal cooperation in harsh landscapes. The camel's humps also differ between species. Dromedary camels, which are native to the Middle East and North Africa, have a single hump, while Bactrian camels, native to Central Asia, have two. These differences reflect adaptations to different environments. Single-humped camels are often found in hotter, sandier deserts, while double-humped Bactrians live in colder, more mountainous deserts where energy demands differ. The camel's hump may look like a water tank, but it's actually a fat depot, a key part of their survival strategy. This fat provides energy, metabolic water, temperature regulation, and a visible health indicator. Beyond biology, the hump symbolizes endurance, adaptation, and centuries of human-animal cooperation, showing how evolution creates elegant solutions in harsh environments. Next time someone claims that camels store water in their humps, you'll know the real story. Evolution favored energy storage, metabolic water production, and heat management, all rolled into one iconic structure. That humble hump is not just a survival tool, it's a masterclass in biology, a triumph of evolution, and one of nature's most fascinating adaptations. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.